Hello. It is early fall, and this weekend Josh and I have come camping at a nature preserve about 3 hours north of where we live. I wanted to bring you along for the weekend and also share about one of my favorite topics, which is how we can live more with our seasons, outside of us, within us, and what can transform when we embrace the seasonal, cyclical beings that we are.
Just got the inside of the tent all set up. Nothing fancy, but the views though.
It's a bit windy out here today, and there's some car noise in the background. So I hope that you'll embrace the imperfection of what it is to live this life, weaving nature and society and seasons. It's actually kind of perfect when we're talking about the seasons for there to be imperfection, because that's one of the things that I love so much. We're taught in our society that we should be in this constant, full spectrum, full growth, go, go, go mode. This kind of summer, high octane energy all of the time. But the world teaches us, the natural world and this planet that we live on teaches us that winter comes. And sometimes, just like nature, just like this earth, we're invited to slow our pace, to rest, to maybe not perform at our ultimate capacity at all times. So I wanted to share a little bit about what living in this cyclical seasonal framework, how that can be so freeing for us, and what's possible when we can start to tune into this magic that's happening all around us. There is so much wisdom in the seasons. The seasons of our earth are such teachers and guides that show us the truth of our cyclical and seasonal nature as beings that live here and are on this earth as well. Knowing that our lives and our healing journeys will move forward in this cyclical seasonal way year after year can help us to bring so much relief and self-compassion into our lives. Knowing that this is part of it. It's not always going to be this all out, go, let's party summer energy. Sometimes it might be time for a hermit town, cave moments. I need a break. I'm exhausted. And that's okay too. So I love working and walking with the outward seasons, but also asking ourselves, what inner season am I in? And knowing that, how can I tend to myself and my needs, knowing where I am in this moment, and trusting that I'm exactly where I need to be.
So I wanted to share an overview of the energies of the seasons to support us in better understanding our own flows. So spring. Spring is rebirth energy. It is this time where we feel called to plant new seeds in our lives, and we're meant to take gentle, focused action to care for them. It is maiden energy, this time of tending and tenderness. And while we may not see fruits yet, this season invites us to trust what's ahead while embracing the beauty that's all around us. Summer. Summer is this full illumination, full fire energy that calls us to be bold with our actions and plans. We're starting to see the fruits appear in our lives, and it's a time to celebrate life and invite more joy in, and it's this energy of the mother. Fall. Fall is this harvest and release energy, asking us to leave behind old patterns and ways of doing things. It is this season of the medicine woman who calls us to start to turn inward and to integrate and acknowledge the growth and expansion from this past season. as we come back to ourselves. And then winter. Winter is the season of rest, recalibration, where we're invited to take space to reflect on our life and to gently plan our season ahead. This season of the crone and turning inward, and this wise woman energy that says, I know that the world is spinning, but this is a potent season that is needed to plan for the season ahead. So the more that we know what inner season we may be in, the more permission we can give ourselves to honor exactly what we need in each moment, which ultimately brings so much more ease, clarity, and alignment in our lives. So we're on our hike. It's called the Narrows, and I think it'll take us through this mini canyon and see some of this river and creek moving through. One of the cool things I remember about this place that we're at is that there's no, well, it's a good and a bad thing, but there's no swimming allowed, which in one way is a bummer, but the beautiful part about it is you get to see the water with all of the plant life, like really robust and alive and vibrant. And so we'll see how clear the water is today. At the end of summer, it might be a little murkier. Hopefully we can see some of that beautiful plant life today too. A little lunch break. The small perro. The water behind us. Not a bad view. We are headed back. It is quite warm by now, about midday. I love these rocks. They get some moss or lichen that's causing that bright green. Just like, yes. The water, however, the plant life, you can see it. It's not quite as vibrant as we would have imagined. It is early fall, and the water after a long hot summer is quite different than how it was when we were here last time, which I think was spring, right? Yeah, it was spring. But nonetheless, still beautiful. Glad to be here.
So we have these four corners of the year, the seasons, and their connection with the cycle of life, planting, growth, harvest, and rest. The cool thing about the seasons is our inner seasons may be a little different than what we see on the outside. It may be summer, for example, but you're having a fall moment. It might be winter, but you're feeling very like high energy and social, or vice versa. I'm curious what inner season you're in. Drop it in the comments below. We may be entering fall outwardly, but you might be feeling like a different kind of energy. I know I often feel kind of an inner winter moment in the summer. The cool thing is, once we know what inner season we're moving through right now, we can better honor ourselves and understand what our needs are, and then give ourselves just that. I'd love to hear.
Good morning. I'm gonna need these. It's our last day. Oh, there's a deer. The babe. Hey, bud. Well, that was exciting. Yeah, it's our last morning at camp, and we decided just to have a slow morning in the cool air. It's probably 70 degrees and warming up quick. And we went on a little stroll down by the lake this morning and saw the sunrise. But otherwise, Josh is chilling in the hammock. I'm probably gonna read my book, do some camp dishes, and we might find a spot to swim on the way back outside the park and then head on home. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'd love to hear from you and what you thought in the comments. Until next time, mwah. Be well, go outside, sending you so much love.